Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast. Here's my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Yeah, this is our grilling podcast, Ben, where we talk about all things barbecue and grilling, what we're doing in the backyard, what we hear and see on the scene. And we're excited to talk this week about what we were hearing and seeing at the Wisconsin Fishing Expo.
Yeah, we spent the weekend up there.
Madison. Beautiful. Yeah, man, 3 days just immersed in fishing, outdoor stuff.
Dude, they had some nice boats in there, Greg.
Yeah, I think you had went and looked back there, and
I did.
Took out a credit application.
They wouldn't accept the business credit card.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Yeah. So I've got some questions for you off there.
They didn't.
Why it's maxed out.
They didn't accept sauce.
I guess not. Yeah, That seemed like a fair trade to me.
Yeah. So lots of cool boats, lots of cool fishing gear.
Dude, you could spend an insane amount there. And I mean, both money and time, and probably still not even see everything.
Right. Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a good time. All the vendors are pretty cool. Lots of, you got your traditional, a lot of lures, a lot of rods, a lot of reels, sunglasses. But then you got your, people taking you out.
Charters
and stuff like that too.
Who was the guy, the young guy sitting next to us? He's from Hudson, Wisconsin, but he takes people up to Ontario, Canada, fishing.
Yeah,
bunch of big muskies.
Yeah. Dude, that one guy asked him, he's like, how'd you get all these people to hold the same fish?
You're dying.
That got me, man. That one got me. It was funny.
You were cracking up when you heard that.
I couldn't stop.
He'd been saving that all day, and the show just started.
Yeah.
I wonder how many other booths he went around.
I hope he said it to everybody, man.
Yeah.
I wish I could have just followed that guy around.
Yeah, save that one, for the next time you're out there talking with people who are showing you how'd you get everybody to hold the same fish.
This poor kid. I mean, he was next to us, right? And he was definitely younger than both of us.
Oh yeah,
by probably 10 years, Greg.
His dad was Michael Showalter, or something like that, fishing, which is pretty popular, I guess. People know him, but he does his own thing.
He I don't know. Him and his dad kind of have some kind of partner operations. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he had a bunch of pictures of, people holding, just monster fish.
Yeah.
Like just monsters. And, this guy had asked him, well, how'd you get a picture of get everyone to hold the same walleye? Oh, dude, it got me. It was, classic.
Yeah. And then, because we always have new guests, or we always have new people next to us. We've been fortunate where the past 4 years we've been at the same spot, which we like, right in front of the deer in the hallway there, nice and bright with the windows. But we usually have somebody new on each side of us each year. And we had that gentleman or that guy. And then on the other side, we had another Ben from Waukesha.
Yep. Wilson's Rods. Makes his own fishing rods.
Another young guy.
Yeah, check him out.
Yeah.
Good quality. Makes them himself. Seems,
handmade.
Handmade.
Yep.
Yeah, it does a solid job. So if you're in the market for a fishing rod, check out Ben over at Wilson's Rods. Tell him the guys from Burn Pit BBQ sent you.
Yep. So, yeah, man, it was good. And then we got to see our buddy, the coconut fish guy.
Yeah. Greg, what was the joke that he said? He kept telling the kids that. Do you remember, man?
Oh, yeah.
He kept, he's like, this one doesn't like to share.
It's shellfish.
He's shellfish.
It was like a shellfish
I was like, oh, man.
Crab.
Yeah.
Here you say his top seller was the Barracuda.
The Barracuda.
Yeah.
He uses, he cuts out
coconuts,
but then he cuts out labels and stuff from like beer boxes, and he uses those as the fins.
So it's like this.
It's
like this fish with this coconut
Uh-huh.
that he's cut the mouth and he's put eyes on it. And he puts fins and stuff with like he uses golf balls and teas.
And
He uses beer and. So and you can purchase it from him. You don't have to carry it around.
He'll hold it for you.
Put it in the holding tank.
The guys thought of everything.
Yeah.
Man. Thought of everything.
Man, so many dad jokes going around.
He was flinging them left and right. He was crushing it. Seemed like he was doing pretty well.
It's always a good time, though. We always got people that come by just for us, too, which is awesome. Because we don't get up to Madison too much. But we got a good following up there because our good friend Bill Michaels, shares our stuff on his radio show that airs over the air in Madison. So we have people that stop out just to see us and stock up, which is always nice to talk to people and see them again. So 4 years now, just keep seeing the same people coming back. So must be doing something right, Ben.
Something.
Yeah.
It was cool. We got to talk to a lot of people and stuff. Saturday was slamming. Friday was pretty busy, and then Sunday kind of slowed down a little bit and stuff. Family day, but man, it was a solid show.
Yeah.
It was a solid show up there this weekend.
You could come for the fishing show on Saturday and then stay for the rodeo.
Dude, yeah.
Saturday night.
Holy cow. They were saying, that one lady told us that they sold out of beer.
Twice. So this is at the Alliant Energy Center.
Yeah.
So we're in the expo hall, which is right next to it. But then they got the big Coliseum type stadium
the Coliseum.
there.
And she said
that's where they did the rodeo.
She's never... And the whole time I don't know how long she's been there.
Right,
I didn't ask, but it seemed like she'd been there maybe a while. But it's like I'd never heard of the Coliseum running out of beer, especially twice. Like she's like it was.
They're
crazy.
having a good time.
Yeah, man. It was snowing. It was snowing on Saturday and stuff. So it still obviously brought the crowd out.
Sure did.
Didn't stop them, man.
Nope. Let's talk a little bit about kind of maybe some of the things we heard other people talking about while we were there.
Yeah, dude.
Cooking related, maybe.
Yeah. So I'd say like the top fish I think that we kind of talked about where it was definitely salmon.
Salmon, a lot of people salmon.
And crappie.
Yep, crappie. So what were some of the things that stood out when we were talking with people about kind of how they were cooking their fish?
Well, like one guy we talked to for a little bit on Sunday, and he kind of had, he basically cold smoked it for like 4 hours. He said he kept his temp around like 180.
Yeah. Yep.
For about 4 hours. I don't remember if he said he had the skin on or not. Do you remember?
Yeah, he had the skin on. Skin down.
Yeah. So he
must get really big, like fillets.
I think he does multiple too.
Yeah.
I think he said he usually runs with about 4 good sized fillets at a time.
Right.
He said he never has any leftovers.
No.
But it sounds like he kind of shares. He'll share with a lot of people and stuff. But yeah, he runs for like 4 hours. He had, I don't remember what he said he had. It was some kind of a pellet grill. And then he makes like a bourbon something glaze. It was a long one.
Yeah.
Bourbon peach.
Yeah. And then he puts, I think, some syrup in there. I thought I heard. So
simple syrup or something. Yeah. It was something. I don't know if he was talking about a glaze for the fish or himself. But,
it could be. Yeah.
Man,
you never know.
But yeah, it sounded delicious. And like I said, 4 hours.
He goes low, like 180.
Cold smoke.
4 hours. He said he's out there basting like every half hour to go out there.
I'm just kind of checking it. It seems like, again,
it's almost like a candied salmon if you're thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Kind of goes more by like the feel and kind of the look and touch of the fish and stuff rather than like a temp or time necessarily, I think he's kind of he's got it down to a science a little bit where he knows like kind of when it's done, but like, because he said, you don't want to undercook it because that's a bad day for everybody. So, but then what did he say, man? He for the last like half hour,
he cranks it up, doesn't
cranks
he?
it up to like 250, 275.
Yeah.
Was it half hour, something like that? Yeah. And it just,
he said just to make sure it gets the temperature, so he's not serving it raw or anything like that. That was one where we talked to him quite a bit while he was there. Picked up some product too, so that was awesome. But that he loved to share it, so he must enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he doesn't really get too much of it either.
Yeah, because I think he said he's got like a bunch of boys or something like that. They eat it up. Mm-hmm. He's always got he's doing it for guests too, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I heard salmon quite a bit.
Salmon quite a bit. I thought this one guy who, I mean, he's said he was big into fitness and lifting and stuff, and he said he does. It's funny. He said he didn't do much chicken, but he does a lot of salmon, and he cooks it in the air fryer.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I had a lot of questions for him, right? Because I mean, he buys the skinless fillets. So I was like, man, in the air fryer, it
was salmon?
That's what he said.
Okay.
So that kind of threw me off a bit. Like, I reached out to one of my buddies who's out in California and who does a little bit of fish, and he said he does his salmon and tuna steaks in an air fryer as well.
Okay. Anything that stink up the house?
That's what I said. And my buddy Ed, his response was, not as bad as when you do it in the microwave.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
I was like, man, I think I texted him back. I was like, dude, your wife's a lucky lady.
Are you joking? You put me on right now?
Yeah, man. It was great. I was like, jeez. So if you do cook your own fish and you want to take it to work and heat it up, a good way to make friends is
heat up in the microwave.
Heat up in the microwave. So.
Don't use a cover either.
Yep. Leave the door open.
Yeah.
After it's done, just let it really sift through the office.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. Like the microwave. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's so weird to me.
They don't so they just season it and put it in there.
Yeah.
No breading or anything like that.
No.
There was a gentleman there selling fish breading. So
dude, so I went to his booth.
Yeah.
Did you go by it?
I just walked by it. I didn't nobody was there, so I didn't.
No one was there. I walked by either. Man, it must have been crushing.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. But I looked, he had a bowl breading out.
Yeah.
And I think he had 3 different kinds. I don't remember the name of the business.
Me either, yeah.
I did grab one of his cards. So I want to look into it a little bit and stuff. But honestly, it was it didn't,
because that's an industry ripe for disruption. Ben is
sure
the fish breading.
Yeah,
we could crush it.
We could. And someone I had a couple people ask if we had breading.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me, man, because when I looked at his stuff, and I took it kind of a second because no one was there, and I was he just had this bowl out, and I was kind of looking at it, man. And it was a very fine, very coarse seasoning and stuff. Mm-hmm. And to me, I always think of breading as more like the breadcrumbs, or a little bit thicker. It's got a little bit more kind of consistency to it and stuff. And the person who kind of asked me that and stuff, I was like, honestly, no, we don't. In my mind, it's a little bit tougher to do a breading on a fish when you're grilling it. Mm-hmm. I always feel like it's gonna burn. But when I looked at his breading, I was instantly I was like, man, Greg and I could do this.
Oh yeah, we
could do this. Something like that consistency. I'm like, all right. Mm-hmm. So that's maybe something we kind of keep on our radar and kind of talk about and see what we can do. But
I like that, man. I like that idea.
Yeah, we could. I want to look into
fish country here, man.
I want to look into their website a little bit and kind of just see. But I don't know, man. I always just think one of my brother-in-law is big into fishing and stuff, mm-hmm. and I always talk to him about how he cooks his fish, and he takes cornflakes and crushes them up and stuff, and so they're pretty fun. But it's still thicker than that, mm-hmm. Unless you're sitting there crushing it, making it almost like a powder and stuff. But I don't think he does that. I think it's a little bit more, it adds kind of that crust to the outside. Yeah. When I think of breading with fish, that's kind of what I think of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, Greg, if you were to do, I just don't see that going on the grill. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't do a ton of fish. I'm the first to admit that.
Yeah, I
just don't know how I would do it on the fish if you just had it. You think about how we set up our charcoal grills, man.
Right.
Real hot and fast. You got to have probably a cast iron.
Yeah, that's where my mind goes. If you're doing it on the smoker or the grill, yeah, you got to have a cast iron probably, or mm-hmm. at least a flat top. Yeah. Something where you can sear it off on mm-hmm. With a little bit of oil on there. But, our products are made for in the house as well. So, I can look at the oven. Mm-hmm. Is that a way to use the air fryer a little bit differently, bread it, and then put it in there? Because, here we bread chicken breasts.
And how do you do that? Because the guy's stuff said chicken too.
So it's basically you make an egg wash. So, mm-hmm. Some eggs, you scramble them up a little bit. You baste it onto, if you cut up some chicken breasts, some chicken strips, then you just put your breading on there. You roll it around in the breading, then you throw it in. You could do Obviously, you could do it in the oven, air fryer.
Would you toss that on the grill?
Yeah, again, like that would be a little bit difficult. It'd be hot and fast, I'd say. It'd have to be hot and fast.
But do you think it would burn if you went hot and fast?
That's a good question. We'd have to test it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we would definitely want to. If we were to go down that route, we would want to do a lot of testing.
What brand do you use now?
We make our own, man. So like you said, I'll just get some, maybe some Italian breadcrumbs or something like that.
But like thicker, right?
Right.
Like, it's not even like thicker, just like more. I guess almost like the garlic chunks, right?
Right.
And those can kind of burn easily and quickly on the grill. So that's where it's just like, what? Maybe if it was like a little bit more fine or something like.
And I have done like fish nuggets, like where I have a fish, whatever it be. I think I gotta get some tilapia or something like that.
Or something yeah.
Cut it up, cube it up, and then do that a little egg wash and then roll it. I think those I get the cast iron, a little bit of oil down there because it's a quick cook. You just crisp up each side.
Yeah, it's not super thick and stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true too, man. I mean, I've used like the Louisiana style.
What's that? Like breadcrumbs?
No, it's not even like breadcrumbs. I mean,
just like
it comes in like that big, like a yellow bag.
Big yellow bag. Okay.
Yeah, I mean
Creole seasoning.
Nah, I don't even know. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again and stuff. But I've used it in the past. It's been a while. But yeah, man. Like I mean, I've done it where I kind of like I'll soak the fish in like beer.
Yeah.
And then instead of like the egg wash, right? Like
you soak everything in beer.
I love it, dude. A little beer for the meat, a little beer for me. It's a win-win, That's when the juices start flowing. Okay, yeah. And the creativity
and
comes
other
out.
things too. Yeah.
Don't worry about it, Greg. And yeah, so I'll just take it right out of that, like the bowl and stuff with the beer, and then I'll roll it in that, and then put it on the stove.
Yeah, we need to play around a little bit more with some fish. But yeah, I like that idea, man. Like there was nobody else there. Where it's a fishing show. Yeah. And we're going to the Milwaukee Sports Show this weekend.
Yep.
I looked out there. There's no like batter or there's no like breading fish specific. Definitely untapped, man. We need to look more into that.
Okay.
If you're listening here and you got like some ideas for us about like what you do for breading or how you cook up your fish,
because there's some great stuff out there.
Shoot us a message. Go out to the website burnpitbbq.com and hit the contact button. Shoot us your recipes or what you like to use if you go and you buy something in the store. Otherwise, go out to our Facebook or whatever. Shoot us a message there. We'd love to hear from you. But what else did you hear out there? Because we sold out of our Fish and Wild Game seasoning because a lot of people are looking for something for their fish. So we sold out of that, and we're almost out here, man. We're gonna have to make some more here soon, but. But what else did you hear out there, man?
Let's see, dude. Also, like I heard, like a lot of brisket. A lot of like kind of beef. I'd say that was probably the second most.
So here was interesting, man. Like, and we run into this occasionally. People are planning or they're already cooking something at home, and they don't have anything to go with it. Like, so it's like we had one couple said, "I've got pulled pork at home. I don't have a sauce yet." So then, they pick some up. Or we're going back tonight to cook something right now. I don't have a seasoning yet. So I'm glad you guys are here. I can't say like, I haven't been in that boat before, but it's very interesting.
I haven't gone to a fishing show to buy, seasoning like
or
that
like
either.
just like, oh, I'm glad you guys are here. Cause I just thought about like, I need it for just like,
and yeah, we had one couple too that they were doing pulled pork, and I was like, "Oh, how are you cooking?" And they're like, "Well, it's already we just got it from the store, but we're gonna need something to doctor it up."
Yeah,
I was like, "All right,
they picked up some sauce."
Yeah, they had a real young baby and stuff with them.
Yeah,
so like,
we get
easy
it.
meal.
Yeah,
yep. Heck yeah, here you go.
And then there's always like because some people make a trip out of it, so like, oh yeah, we're going back to the house or whatever, they're renting it or whatever, to cook up something, What question do you get asked the most for kind of meat?
For meat in general?
Yeah.
Dude, probably brisket, man. And it was funny, too, because a lot of, like, I remember having, like, one conversation with one guy, and he even said, too, he's like, he wasn't doing, like, huge briskets. They were kind of, smaller and stuff. Obviously, I think, where
the flat and the point had been separated and just kind of had them halved a bit. He's just like, I mean, yeah, it should be a quick cook. It's not gonna be too long because it's smaller, but it's I don't know. Brisket's just he's like it's okay. And I was like, stick around for a minute.
Right, yeah, because I know you're not a big fan of, or not a fan, but like you don't see the hype.
I don't see the hype. I watch a lot of videos and stuff on it, and I mean, it always looks great. I don't know. I just like for the price, for like the ton of time and effort, and the just it seems like it's very finicky. It can go sideways on you real fast. Yeah, like I can't tell you, man. I'm a huge fan of the chuck roast.
Sure.
Like it's like to me, it's just there's a lot of things you can do with it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot cheaper. I feel like in my mind, like it's a solid cut of meat and stuff. That I mean, again, you can cook it just like a brisket if you want to.
Yeah. So I was telling you, Becky and Everett were cooking a roast while we were up on.
Yeah, I asked you. I was
Sunday.
like, so what kind of meat?
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea. So like, Becky was like, I was texting her and stuff, and she's like, "Well, we're making a roast. Okay, good. It should be ready when I'm home." But like, so she walked me through it. Like, so she got a chuck roast.
Just out of the freezer.
No, I told her. Hey, she's like, I only saw one in there. I didn't want to use it because I didn't know if you had any. So they bought one from the store. I was like, use it. I mean, that's what it's there for,
Yeah.
But she got one, and she's like, Everett seasoned it up, and then he seared it off in the cast iron. And then they put it in, and then they roasted some vegetables and stuff, so they made like a pot roast.
Gotcha. And
then they put it in the crock pot all day, low and slow. And I was like, yeah. I came home, and they had some mashed potatoes, and they had the pot roast, and I was like, it was good.
Yeah.
It's got some left over. I might have some for lunch today.
Nice. It's Tuesday. I'm surprised it's a Tuesday.
Yeah. What did we have yesterday? She made some soup yesterday. So, but yeah. So yeah. I mean, so Everett's 13, and he's been cooking with me since he was 7. So it's awesome. Like, seared it off in the cast iron himself.
Start kind of backing off.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like, all right. Well, now I know you can do it.
Yep.
Here you go.
Now I've seen it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you can't.
Yeah. So it was a chuck roast. Yeah. I mean, so I heard a lot of like steak. What do you got for steak?
Not really anything like specifically like specific cuts or anything like that. Just
I had a few people ask me about pheasant. What do you got for pheasant or duck?
Okay. I didn't get too much of that. Some venison. Not a lot. Dude.
Yeah, not a lot. Yeah,
not a lot. I mean, honestly, like again, it was like we cook everything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We cook everything. And dude, it's so funny. We were talking on Saturday. I was like, man, I think we were here last year and we asked the guy. Like, I'd asked the guy like what his favorite fish was, and he's like, freshly caught. And I want it like when it's in the pan, when it's still quivering. And I was like, oh, all right, man. Like,
short a plate.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But that was last year. But that was, hopefully I'll never forget that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's next level stuff, Greg.
Sure was, man. What did we sell the most of?
This weekend?
Yeah, that's the garlic seasoning moved well.
Garlic was up there. Same thing with, sweet heat. And then, I mean, it was either pop smoke or downrange. I mean, between the two, you can kind of play with them a lot. Had a lot of people really like the downrange, even for fish.
Yeah,
just a little bit something different. Give you a little bit of that savory barbecue flavor on there and stuff. And like we said, it's pretty versatile. That's one too where when I've done fish, I've tossed a little bit of that in there with it. Just to kind of play and see how it goes. But yeah, dude, I mean, a lot of solid conversations, but I'd say mostly if it wasn't about fish, it was more about beef.
Yeah, I'd say that. I had some pork, ribs or pork shoulders, some chicken. A lot of people do a lot of chicken. So
a lot of people too would come up and they'd start off like, well, what do you have for beef?
Right.
And then they'd ask, what do you have for chicken?
Yeah.
What do you have for, and it was kind of more specific, and they would, a lot of them would get like the 3-pack, and it's like they'd get certain ones for certain, certain proteins and stuff. And we always trying to hey,
you can use it for anything.
This is not specific to that.
This is what I like to use on it, but you could definitely use these for other things. And I think that's a good point too. Like, we don't talk too much about chicken, but as beef prices continue to rise, man, chicken's, I think, the most consumed protein in the world. So I think we should do some more talks on chicken. We've talked about beer can chicken. We talk about thighs quite a bit because we do a lot of thighs here.
My dad does a lot of drumsticks.
Drumsticks, yeah.
We've talked about that a couple of times.
Maybe we should do a month on just chicken. But
let's get through March. Maybe April will be chicken month.
Could be, yeah. We like to get into ham.
Corned beef coming.
Corned beef coming in. We got ham for Easter.
Ham for Easter, yeah.
But then, I mean, we could dive into it. Maybe after Easter. But yeah, I think that's interesting. We continue to see beef prices rise all over the place. So even pork too. Yeah, hopefully it starts coming down here soon. But chicken is one that maybe stays constant. And love me some chicken thighs. But no, I mean, other things that the cool thing about like shows like this is we get to learn a lot too. Mm-hmm. So we had the opportunity to talk to a young lady that goes to UW Madison. They have like their own fishing team there at Madison. It's like a club. UW Whitewater was there. Oshkosh, Stevens Point, I think, had representatives there. So like, there's a lot of these schools, even high school clubs, that have like fishing, like their own fishing clubs, which is pretty cool. So we get to talk to them a little bit, get to see what they're doing. And a lot of what they do is just bring awareness to what they do. They do raise money because it's not like a actual school like sanctioned sport or anything. So like everything that they do is through fundraising. But I think it's pretty cool that they're out there and they're doing that kind of stuff. And surprised by like how many women, like young women, are into fishing too. So there's a plug there for all those that, even if you go to school, man, check it out. Like they might have a fishing club for you. But anything else that stood out this past weekend, talking with anybody, or anything you saw interesting?
Anything else that stood out, man? Not really.
Okay.
Not really. I think that was it. Yeah, we didn't have a ton of people. I mean, it seemed like people there were buying, bigger, larger poles and not so much like the ice fishing poles. That's kind of what I could tell.
Yeah.
People are gearing up, man.
Good.
Gearing up for this warmer weather. So hopefully
they sure are. Everybody's ready,
taking
man.
A turn.
Yeah.
Friday was like 60 degrees.
Yeah, it was.
People were walking around
That's snowing on Saturday.
Yeah.
That's spring here, I guess, in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. Well, good, yeah, man. And then we got the Milwaukee Sports Show coming up this weekend. Military and veterans getting free every single day.
Oh, it's every day?
Every day this year. So if you're thinking about coming out to the Milwaukee Sports Show, it's at the Wisconsin State Fair Expo building. And, I think it's buy online because you get a little cheaper if you pay at the door.
Probably save you a little bit of time, too.
Yeah. But I looked at it this morning. They, military veterans and active duty, just bring your ID or whatever you have. You get in free every single day. But they got some good speakers coming up. They got our best friends, Mad Dog and Merrill, at the cooking stage, outdoor cooking stage. They'll be out there.
I was talking to a good friend, and he was telling me, he's like, and I don't remember the name or whatever, but he said one of the speakers there was one of the greatest bass fishermen of all time. I don't know how you get that kind of title, but he said he's going to be speaking there this weekend.
Never met me, I guess.
I don't know. Sure.
That's
I've been fishing with you many a times, man. And
you have been fishing with me?
We come up empty sometimes. So.
I don't think we've ever been fishing together, Ben.
Yeah, we have.
I don't think so.
We've done at least twice.
I don't think so.
You have the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah, you're
We've
right.
talked about this.
Yeah.
But I will say this to you, man, when we were up there, we Saturday and Sunday we got donuts and coffee. So.
We sure did. And
Saturday was a little pick through.
Yeah, it was.
We were a little bit late.
Mm-hmm.
Both days we got donuts and coffee.
Yeah, well worth the price of the booth.
Yeah.
A donut and a coffee.
Yep.
Yeah, they take care of us pretty good.
They do.
There.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm looking forward to the Milwaukee Sports Show coming up. You'll be out there. I'll be down. I'm heading down to Dallas, Ben, and I'm looking forward to do that. I
bet you are. Warm weather, man.
It's going to be storming. It's going to be raining. So, like, they already got an alert from the airline that that might impact the flight there tomorrow morning. But we'll see. Right now, everything's on time. But yeah, it'll be warmer, 70s. Little rain though.
It's not bad.
But I'm going down there for a conference for veteran business owners. I'll be speaking down there, and then also connecting with other people. But I've got some plans to check out some barbecue joints, man. So
Bring me back some.
yeah, I'll put it in my carry-on.
Carry-on, good.
Stink up the
Fish?
Yeah.
Some fish.
Check out the yeah. Put it on.
A fish
Bring it on the
sandwich.
plane with me. Ask them if they could heat it up for me.
Just warm this up. Just
a
nuke
tad,
it. Just
just
nuke
tad.
it real quick.
Yeah, it should be good. So I'm looking forward to it. I got some options, and maybe we'll talk about that next week too. But yeah, man. So should be a good time. I know. Looking forward to the sports show, and then a little bit warmer weather coming our way.
Yeah, and then pretty soon it'll be St. Patty's Day. So
St. Patty's Day next week.
We'll be,
We're gonna talk about maybe
corned
some
beef.
smoked corned beef.
I've been seeing some videos, man.
Ooh.
Been seeing some videos. Oof. It's just around the corner.
It is, man, and I'm looking forward to it too. Getting in the spirit.
Yeah, have you kind of priced those out yet?
I haven't.
No, me neither.
How many do you still got in your freezer?
Dude, I don't think I have any. I'm bummed.
I know you stock up
I do.
like the day after.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Yeah, usually go on sale.
They
and
sure
stuff.
do.
So we'll see.
It's the time of corned beef and pastrami and Reuben sandwiches.
gonna
My
be great.
favorite.
It's gonna be great. So
Yep.
green beer. Yep.
All right, man. Well, that's all I got this week. It's a good recap. Appreciate everybody listening again. If you're listening to the podcast, we would appreciate if you went out and left us a review. Wherever you listen to it, whether that's on Apple, iTunes, or Spotify. There's some other ones. Like, we're on every platform now, Ben, even on YouTube. And we got a 1-star review on Apple iTunes, Ben. So we know we're on our way when we
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
right. Yeah. So if you could go out, leave us a review. If you enjoy the podcast, share it. We appreciate that. Goes a long way because we don't pay for advertising or anything like that, but we continue to grow. So we must be adding some value, and people must enjoy a little bit of what we're talking about. But yeah, we totally appreciate everybody listening and sharing it. But hopefully everybody's getting a chance to get out there and cook. And if you are, let us know what you're cooking.
Yeah, and like Greg said earlier too, if you could send any kind of recipes, tips, tricks, that stuff that you're trying, we'd love to give them a go as well.
Yeah. All right, man. That's all I got.
Sounds good.
We'll talk to you next week.
Take it easy.
Cheers.